Katie, what happened?
Well, Deketus and I, we've been together since our junior year in high school. It's been 10 years, but we're not married. We do have 3 kids together. A year ago, Deketus cheated on me with somebody that he met off of a social media site. Sorry. And it's just been really hard to get over. Our 6-year-old has been really paying attention. You know, the older they get, the more they realize stuff. And so she's been asking questions like if we love each other. He's a great dad, but I just don't know how to get over this, so I need help. Do I stay or do I love from afar? And we live right now more like roommates. He eats in a different area of the house. He sleeps in a different area of the house. So I just really need your guys' opinion on if we should stay together or if we should go our own ways.
Deketrius, why did you cheat?
I cheated at the time when I cheated. She was pregnant with my third child at the time, and she was working, going to school, and I was kind of seeking attention, and the only attention I was getting was from females online on the internet and stuff. And I feel like I'm starting to fall into the footsteps like my father, like, you know, not being committed to one female and stuff. And I want this family to work out because family is everything. Without family, I wouldn't be here right now. But I want to know what can I do so I cannot fall in the same footsteps like my father.
Marjorie, what do you think?
First, let me say this. You get to choose what you want for your life and for your children. If you're okay, your children are gonna be okay. And I think oftentimes, you said you've been with him for 10 years.
Yeah.
And you're not married to him. So my question is, why aren't you married? He said that he loves you, but he hasn't married you, which means you haven't made that a requirement. Because if you make that a requirement and he loves you, he'll marry you. That's the first thing. Now, I will say this. He said a couple of things, that his father did this. We can also use that as an excuse to repeat the cycle that we've seen, or we can say, look, I will not allow my children to have to be statistics.
Right.
You have a daughter, 2 beautiful daughters. What you don't ever want is your daughters to have father-daddy issues.
Right.
Looking for someone that's gonna treat them right because of a void that they've had in their life. And what you don't want is your son to repeat the same cycle and do this to somebody else's daughter.
Right.
So you have the power to change. Now, you've got to say, is this the woman that you're gonna change for? So.
Bill, Juliana, what are your thoughts?
I think it's time to be a man.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're not 16 anymore. You got to look in the mirror and you got to say to yourself, this is the day I'm going to point the finger at me. And stop doing this, buddy, because you're blaming everyone and everything around you. My dad, I was young, I have kids, she was pregnant. You're going to have tremendous regret in life when you do that. If you take the finger and you say, I'm the guy who's going to get me to where I want to be in life. I want my kids to be proud of the father they look at. Today's the day you do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. I have mixed emotions. And when you first said, I cheated while she was pregnant, I said, deal breaker. I'm out. I'm out. Here's the thing. I think that it's easier said than done. I think when you have children, it's very complicated, and you put your children first, and you want the best thing for your children. And I think you really do. Listen, it is the right thing to do, right? To stay together for the kids. But also, you got to dig deep into your soul, and you have to be honest with yourself. You got to be able to look in the mirror at yourself every morning and know, am I living the life that I am meant to live? Am I being true to myself? And if what you want is to be together for many, many years to come, then we can figure it out. You will figure all of this out. But if that's not really what you want and you want more, then we got to end this.
It starts with being a man. And not only the infidelity, but eating dinner in a separate room away from your wife or your girlfriend and your kids, that's child's play, like Steve says. Man up. This is the time to do it, buddy.
Let's do it.
Right. Okay. First of all, to both of you, I mean, where's the commitment here? You know, you've been together 10 years, you got 3 kids, ain't nobody married. You ain't even planning on making this a solid relationship. What y'all doing? What y'all playing? How much house you got to play? Y'all need to just make a simple decision. Are y'all gonna stay together or not? Are y'all gonna be married or not? Because y'all playing right now. You're too old for this.
So Steve, I've been in a relationship for 8 years, right? We had our ups and downs in the beginning, a little bit of infidelity on my part early on. We're in a good place now. But every now and again, it'll come up. So I'm wondering, how can I make her feel comfortable? You know, it's all about her at the end of the day.
Listen, man, there's a penalty for infidelity. And you can't just say, I'm sorry. That would be great. I wish you could. I wish you could just walk in there and just say, look, I'm sorry. And she go, okay. That ain't how it work. You got to get out on your stomach. You're gonna have to slither back. You got to get on your stomach and crawl back. You got to fix it. Now, the cold thing about this, there's no time frame on this because you don't really know the real effect you had on this girl. So you can't just expect her to forgive you right. She may forgive you, but she just can't forget. Sometimes it take them months, sometimes it take them a year. Now, ladies, if this has happened to you, if you're gonna keep bringing it up after a year, just let him go. Just let him go. After a year, after 1 year, just let him go. Because if you're not gonna move past it, he can't move past it, what y'all doing? Now, I'm not saying you have to get past it. You can break up with him. Dude, cheat on you, can break up if you want to. That choice is yours. That's solely your position. But if you're gonna stay in there because you love him and you think he's a good guy, then a year of beating him, it's enough. A year beating, that's a pretty good beating. Now, in the meantime, while you're taking this whipping, you can't have no other infractions. You do understand that, don't you? Yeah. Now, when a woman does forgive you, it's because she loves you, she cares about you, she thought more highly of you, she goes through a period while she's trying to figure out how she got it wrong. Was she wrong about you? If you could prove to her that she wasn't wrong, you could fix it. Sometimes when you get the man back, you get a better man. Now, you could throw him away if you want to, but you could be tossing away a better man now that has learned this lesson. Just crawl back, baby, you'll be all right.
So I'm 36. I've been dating a girl for the past 4 years. I was getting ready to pop the question, and then something big happened. I found out she was cheating on me. Yeah, a friend of ours saw her leaving a bar with another guy. They got back to me. Of course, I confronted her about it. She admitted it. She said she was really sorry and that it was a mistake, that she loves me and that it's never gonna happen again. Look, I love her, and I wanna believe her, but I don't wanna be made out a fool. I mean, I'm sure you've seen cheating in the office all the time. Any advice?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the first thing I'd say to you is that I'm sorry. Like, that's hard. You know, that's the hardest thing there is. And there's a lot of kinds of cheating. I talk about that in my book, that there's different types of cheating, different types of affairs. The kind you're talking about is what I call the mistake, which is the person comes to you and they say, or they get caught, and they say, you know, I made a mistake, I love you, I'm sorry this happened, I want to stay with you, I want to make it work. And in some ways, that's a little easier than when the person comes to you and says, I've met someone, I'm in love with them, and I'm leaving, okay? Because that's just crushing, to be told that, you know, this person just, I love someone more than I love you. But in some ways, it's a lot harder, because now you have to decide a fundamental question, and here's the question. Can you take the same ingredients, cook something different with it, okay? The odds are really against you, okay? You got a lot of work to do if you want to make this work. But what I'll say to you is, in my experience, watching my clients, this is either the beginning of the end or it's the end of the beginning, okay? And whatever direction it is, you got some work, and I know I know you're gonna do that work if you need to, all right? All right.
If I was you, dude, saying all that, like he said, this could be a mistake, but how? So if we hit a rough spot, you're gonna go fix it outside the relationship.
It's rough.
Yeah, man, I'll get another chick. Yeah. Hey, you made it to the end of this video. I got a lot more that you're gonna enjoy, so just click to watch the next one. And make sure you subscribe to always know what's happening.